Hey guys, welcome back to the Multi-Class Endurance Championship Round 9 Los Santos Grand Prix. One of my favorite tracks. So I was really excited to race this event. And was on a little vacation before this, so didn't have a lot of time to practice, but it turned out to be one of the best races we had so far. Really good battles. And here we are off with the start, trying to get the curb boost. Oh, Matero sending me that lipo. Like, he doesn't want me to curb boost there, so I'm back into last position, losing one spot to Bad Loser. And here, coming up to the first hairpin, really crowded, so in last you can't do a lot, just wait till everybody's through. And here I get a good pass on the Bad Loser, staying on the inside, going over the grass and then passing him. And now I'm following Chill for Team Twat, and he has having quite a wide exit there of the tunnel. And now I'm on the inside. He's already gone for the turn. I don't know what he's doing here. Completely misses the turn, giving me an easy pass, going into 6th position, following Super Stepper. And in front of Super Stepper is Materos, and I think that's Seafire, reserve driver for Doom Penguin. And there you see Iceman. He had a little trouble with that line there on the outside of the tire stack, so he joins that battle. He's in 4th position. No, yeah, 4th position. Super Stepper in 5th. So I'm following all of these guys. Just be patient, because you know it's a long race. 44 laps on this track, a lot of things can happen, and that's actually what will happen. So following Super Stepper here into this section. I really like this section because you come with a high speed, have to brake hard, try to keep the rear, get it a bit loose, swing it around the turns. Then into the last hairpin, there you see Iceman gets stuck on the tire stack, and Super Stepper, due to that, runs into his rear, pushes him off the tire stack, but allows me to pass him. And here I'm getting a way better run out of that turn, so I get the chance to make a move on Iceman here on his outside, just sticking to it, stick to it, and making the pass here. It's really tough in those situations. You have to have a good racer on your side, because if he doesn't keep the line, we both go off like Seafire did, and then the race is just turning into a terrible race, because when you have a crash in first laps, sure, you have a lot of time to catch up, but you never want that to happen. So and here, making a wrong move, allowing Iceman to cut back on me. Really should have paid more attention, but I kinda missed my braking point. But here I get him right back. Oh, hit that lipo. Close call. Could have taken me out there, that lipo, easily. But I'm still on the inside, getting a good run out of the hairpin. So now I'm in front of Iceman again, which was really important, because I know he's probably a bit faster than me at the moment. After my vacation, I had to get into the rhythm again. So it's always tough when you haven't played for a few days. You don't lose a lot of time, but just those few tenths of a second here and there, that's really what makes the difference. But I managed to overtake him, so I'm back in 3rd position. And first right now is Cloud McShort. And here Iceman's making a good move. Kinda a little dive bomb, but that's fine. I used the mid-drive speed boost here to my advantage. He didn't, so I get a way better acceleration out of that turn. You see how I left him in the dirt. So still in 3rd, good battles there, and that went on till 17 minutes into the race. And here is a situation that will be quite interesting, because Iceman just crashes there. And you see, I passed a pedestrian with the purple shirt. I think in the game thought I hit it, and Iceman then hit it, and that made him lose a lot of time. So that gave me a bit of space to actually catch up to Metaros in front of me for the Bowling Broke team. And here I don't know what happens here, but I get a way better run down this straight. It's like almost he's braking or something. And then I just pass him on the straight, go on the inside. Old Holborn, his teammate, even in front of him, kind of slowing him down instead of me. So that didn't work out for Metaros, so I proceed into second position, which at this moment I was really happy about it, because Iceman, he was still behind Metaros, so I could get one car in between him and myself, trying to create a little gap. And now I could try to close the gap to Cloud McShort, right in front of me, in the silver Alpha, not the black car. The black car is Terabyte, and the Schwarzer for the GT3. So here,
glad I don't have to deal with that.
The lapping starts, lapping Terabyte, and still following Cloud McShort,
I think the first 3 cars,
which was quite interesting, because at the start he already had a gap of 6 seconds, and now 21 minutes into the race I was able to close the gap. There in front of him you see my teammate Michiski, also for the iFruit team in GT3. Probably not slowing down Cloud, but like getting him out of his rhythm, out of his comfort zone, allowing me to get a bit more closer than before. And then we have O'Dorn sliding a bit around. Here I just squeeze myself on the inside, passing O'Dorn, which was really important. It's always in those multi-class endurance championship races, it's so important to know how to lap people and to know how to pass people, which is quite funny that I'm saying this right now, because there are gonna be 2 incidents coming up in this video which are quite controversial stuff, but you will see that later. So right now I'm right behind Cloud now, so having a good chance to overtake him. After the race it turned out that he had the wrong engine upgrade. He had engine upgrade number 2 instead of number 4, so that probably kinda explained why he lost a bit of time in the straights. Like here you see myself catching up to him, so that explains it a bit. But you have to pay attention to your engine upgrades by yourself. Nobody can do that for you. And here we pass Ganiello in the Schwarzer at this moment, so that was Cloud McShort's teammate for this race. Oh, and there Cloud just goes a bit wide into the tire stack, allowing me to go into first position. Now Cloud, Metaros are in between myself and Iceman, which was at this moment very good. 23 minutes into the race, and I could start creating a gap. And I managed this gap, to keep the gap around 3 seconds to Iceman for the next 20 minutes. Here just lapping Vikstro, honking my horn quite frequently. You always want to let people know that you're passing them. Makes it easier for you to pass them and for them to avoid you. So always try to honk your horn. And I unfortunately had the wrong horn for this race. Usually GT1 has the clown horn, but I had the stock one. So, but then this happens. Iceman still 3 seconds behind me. I just make a stupid mistake. Go too tight on that turn. Like there's no, it's not necessary to do to go that tight. Hit the tire barrier, lose those 3 seconds, and I'm right behind Iceman now. Spin out there a bit, lose another second for the run on the straight, and yeah, that was it with my lead. But now in minute 60, you see an Iceman making a mistake. He choked on that palm tree. getting the curb boost, and he hit the palm tree. So now I'm right behind him again, and now the battle really starts, which was quite fun at this stage. Was really a good race with him, and we are following, or I'm following him, and he's like they're having some troubles passing DNL Jackson, and I don't know what's going on here. It's just like lag all over the place. Wow, people flying left and right and up and down. So quite lucky nobody got taken out there, but Iceman and me finally managed to pass DNL Jackson, and you see I'm right behind him, and now I'm trying to pressure him, trying to stay as close as possible, maybe force him into an error, making mistakes and giving me the opportunity to pass, or to stay close and then having a better run, and due to that having the opportunity to pass. So following here, he takes a different line. I wasn't too surprised because I saw that before, but I wasn't adjusted to it, because I usually take the inside curb, not the outside curb, because of the checkpoint. So I was kinda going left and right there. Here you see in this section we are pretty even, like nobody pulls away, or he doesn't pull away from me. And here he takes the outside line, I take the inside line, because I use the mid-drive speed boost on the Alpha, which is quite easy to get, and it's a slight advantage, I think, but you have to get it frequently. I didn't hit it every time, but I could do it probably 75%, which was good enough for me to try it. And here into this globe section around this turn, I really like this, as I told you before. And here, really controversial situation coming up. Iceman passing his teammate easily. So I think, okay, he's going to let me pass too, but then I can barely avoid that tire stack there. And this really, I was really pissed off at this moment, because O'Darn was holding me up. Look how far I was behind Iceman, and then this happens. Oh my god. I was pissed. I didn't want him to give him any more space than he needed, and then it looked like a tiny moment that he would go on the outside, on the other side of that pole, but he didn't. Crashed into that concrete wall there, so hitting my back, and I go into that wall close to the pits. Very unfortunate, because he could have just let me go. Would have been easier for both of us, but I would call it, I don't know, it's a tough decision because I was involved into this. Probably not a racing incident, probably my fault even. I could have just stayed on the outside, but I really wanted to get that curb boost, because he didn't want to let me pass before, so I knew if he gets that curb boost, he's gonna go in front of me again and holding me up even more, so I didn't want that to happen. But in this case I lost 7 seconds to Iceman, so Iceman is 7 seconds in front of me right now. And I'm following Blah in the GT2 car, the Ferrari GT. Tough car to drive, as GT2 drivers said over the race. And then I see Iceman, very nice move from him, waiting for me, because after the race he said like his teammate, we did this the last races too, but it never ended in a crash, so he told his teammate to close the gap, like when, oh, and this what is going on here, so many stuff.
Okay.
So Iceman waited for me, and then I was able to pass him, because he had troubles with that car being lapped there. I think that was Seafire. Seafire, the reserve driver for Doom Penguin. So now I'm back into first position. And what was, whoa, somebody else drifting off there. People all over the place. So what I was trying to say is that, like, I tell my teammates to hold him up a bit, and he was telling his teammates to hold hold me up a bit. and it never ended in a crash. It was
Nothing
just
going
little
on.
like mind games and team
No, not really.
strategies.
Lot of
But in this
flight
situation,
G3.
it ended up in a crash, and
And
it
the
was
front
very
wheel
nice for
side.
him to wait. Really have to give him credits for this.
Position are you?
And now we have a new situation because I'm in front again. And now I have to try to hold him off instead of pressuring him,
There's two last.
trying to increase the gap, which is always difficult because we're pretty close on pace on this race,
That's
as you
plenty of
have
time.
seen. And here, that turn, it's always tough.
I need to get.
You want to take the inside line, so not give him any space.
Yeah, me too.
And
Whoa, 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 whoa.
but also you want to keep as much speed as possible. So if you brake a bit
Yeah,
too
it was.
late, you leave the inside
Oh,
open.
jeez. Oh, look at
Make
that.
yourself vulnerable.
Maybe he's
What the
trying
hell?
to
I
get past
can't
you before traffic
can't
happens.
say that word.
Let's get ready to.
To his
Off the
attack,
side.
so
Oh,
he
he's
can
gonna hit
take
that
the
barrier.
inside.
Oh, I thought-
But
oh.
it didn't work because I managed to block him off a bit.
Oh,
And there
wow.
he got a really nice move. I have to say that was a really good move, like side by side all the time.
Oh, he's somehow
And now
kept
he
the speed
passed
through
me
the
again
turn.
at 64 minutes. And here I tried to go on this inside for that turn, outside for this turn, curb, and then Nos is coming up all of a sudden, not giving us any space. We're like honking our horns, and unfortunately taking him out. Iceman there with the pedestrian, myself still on the inside. This battle was just insane. He gets the curb, and there he goes off. Iceman into first position again.
I could just
Really
hear
enjoyed
what
this
Nos is saying
battle.
right now,
Was,
'cause they just got
a
done
lot of
speaking
fun.
to Nos.
And so now
I'll relay.
it's my turn again
I'll relay.
to pressure Iceman instead of him pressuring me. So let's see if I can manage to do it. Really close here to the tunnel, hitting him a slight bit, then braking hard, going over this median, which is kind of annoying, but everybody has to deal with it. Hitting this curb. And here you see Iceman is having like such a great curb boost run. Just sometimes it's just crazy what you get out of those curbs. Then down here, still pretty close, so the battle was still on 66 minutes into the race. And it lasted all race because we were never further apart than, let's say, 5 seconds. So it was really close battle. And then this scene is coming up. I go into the turn, kinda lose the rear here, counter steer, and then boom, go into that palm tree. So that mistake that allowed me to catch up to Iceman, allow Iceman to get a lead over me again. And at minute 80, wasn't able to catch up to Iceman too close because the gap increased to 9 seconds. And at this situation right here, I think the gap was down to 6 seconds again. And then passing O'Darn again. Really, again, like such a close call here. Almost had another crash with him into the tire stack. So luckily that didn't happen. And then this actually
You're
ended
not
my
so
fight for the lead. What was I doing there? Trying to get that curb boost, but as you've seen, it's quite dangerous. So, going into the palm tree. Here we have the
Oh, he
finish
messed up again.
at 90 minutes and 10 seconds. And this is the final result. Fab Iceman. I think I lost like 30 seconds in the last few laps. So that's why the gap is so big. And he has the fastest lap time with 158.911. Myself a 159.311. And then Super Stepper in third position. I hope you enjoyed this and see you next time.